Welcome again to Life with Jennifer JM. I am your girl Auntie Jen, and how you doing? Yes, there's a little thing going around with the former DPP and the new DPP that is temporary in place, and the critics are that this new DPP, Miss Thompson, and Paula Lulin was best friend in the office. The gossip, or allegedly what has been said, is that it was her idea to promote this lady to the office of DPP. It is also alleged that she is still in contact working with the office. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I've seen it. I am going to read something for you to hear what it's all about. But before we get into that, I want you to take a quick look at who was the former DPP and just a little, knowledge of who she really was coming into the DPP office. She's been in this office for over 2 decades. That's over 20 years. So she cemented herself in the position. 20 years, wow. And still I get problem for leave. Still one left and still I have got. I figured something was, I figured they crook up something in the people. I know some I believe everything me hear, but there is a way, there's sometimes you believe some things and sometimes you don't believe some things. And before me even get into that, let me bring it up to date to why it is said what it is said. Alright? Several senior lawyers have endorsed the selection of Prosecutor Claudette Thompson as acting director of public prosecution, even as some are calling for clarity on her appointment and the status of the incumbent, Paula Lulin. The appointment, which took effect on Monday and will run for 6 months, comes following Paula's decision to vacate the post in the wake of ambiguity over Constitutional Court ruling on Friday. The Constitutional Court had ruled that an amendment to the Constitution giving Lulin the power to elect to remain on the job was null and void and of no legal effect. Last July, the Constitution was amended, listen to this, to move the retirement age of the DPP and the Auditor General from 60 to 65. However, a provision that allowed Lulin to choose to continue in the post beyond her 63rd birthday last September was declared unconstitutional, null and void, and of no legal effect. The government, however, indicated that it intended to appeal the ruling while insisting that no extension was granted to Lulin and that she could have remained in the office until she reached 65 by virtue of amendment. I see where the government go wrong, because I remember this quite well. But in the meantime, Thompson, who was the senior deputy director of public prosecution, listen this careful now, has been handed the baton. So it wasn't that they go through any selection. She was handed the baton. So it wasn't that they go through a committee and so she just become the DPP without anybody else in the office have a chance to apply or anything for it. So they use the narrative to say temporarily. The reason why that's it. You see where we're going? All around them I try to use them brain. These people, and then most of people get smarter and smarter nowadays, that the same old method one I use all the while for try to fool people now go work. So she had been handed the baton to act in the post for a second time. She previously did so between August 2 and September 6 in 2009. Several colleagues at the private bar have welcomed Thompson's appointment, noting that she is suitable candidate who can no doubt continue serve with distinction. However, some give her credit and others say she's good with her job. And she should have been good with her job. But the point that some is saying, why was she unpicked? Why the government never go through the process of doing it the right way to replace a DPP? Now, some of the lawyers are also cautioning the government not to go ahead with the appeal, because if she is there for 6 months, people, this is what some of the critics here is saying, which makes sense. If they go and they win, this woman is only temporarily in the place, so she can just step aside back and put back Paula. What a mess we're still in. We need some clarity on this. Some clarity need. Some clarity need in this thing. If all of this that is of concern to some of the persons, I agree. I see where it is. I see the contention here, my people. I see the contention. We need some clarity on it. So these people try to use everything to go around the system. How can we trust them? The woman was unpicked to stay in the position. So as the critic is saying, she's working from home and giving directive to the office. And anything is possible because we know because this woman is the best friend of her in the office. The other rest of them not so much in her. So she makes sure they unpick who she can talk to and not who she cannot talk to. But we will hear the story because it will bust out because who in there we soon talk or go on. Any bad move she make because she's been watched and we hear. But just take a watch and watch this now about the farmer Paula Llewellyn.
Paula Llewellyn, Jamaica's first woman director of public prosecutions, announced her departure from the role on Sunday amid controversy surrounding her second tenure extension. Inspired by her mother, Llewellyn vowed to serve without fear or favor, guided by, she said, a profound sense of duty. However, controversies, criticisms, and challenges peppered her path. One such instance was the Cuban light bulb scandal, where allegations of corruption swirled around former junior energy minister Kern Spencer and his assistant. Despite efforts to prosecute, challenges arose, including clashes with senior resident magistrate Judith Pusey, whom Llewellyn accused of bias. 5 years later, on March 10, 2014, the defense filed a no-case submission, leading to the release of both the accused later that month. Other high-profile cases further thrust Llewellyn into the spotlight. The murder trial of dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel is a prime example. In July 2018, the DPP faced allegations of misconduct during the murder appeal for the reputed killer. Lead attorney Bert Samuels, representing Kartel's co-accused, accused Llewellyn of ignoring jury tampering and proceeding with the trial. In 2024, the UK Privy Council quashed Kartel's murder conviction based on the finding that the trial judge's handling of the allegations of jury misconduct amounted to material irregularity. Despite these challenges, Llewellyn achieved significant victories, including legislative milestones which granted the prosecution a limited right of appeal in criminal proceedings. In October 2022, the DPP celebrated her first successful appeal under the amendment. As her tenure drew to a close, controversy again reared its head. The government's decision to extend Llewellyn's tenure for a second time faced opposition, triggering a public row and casting a shadow over her legacy. Many have lauded her tenure as transformative despite the conflicts, but for now, her future in the judiciary is uncertain.
There you have it, my viewers and my subscribers. Once again, the controversy continues. Because like everything this government do, is spear controversy. Everything they do, nothing now go straight. Because even though I can't stay here and tell you that, but reading the article, seeing what is going around on social media, looking into it from a depth, the unpick of it is questioned. Notwithstanding, some say the woman is good at what she's doing, and we'll give credit to that. But the unpick part of it, we have to look in. Tell me what you think about it, my people. Tell me what you think about this woman was unpicked. Tell me what you think about it, and the conversation continue. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Life with Jennifer JM. And I am your girl, Auntie Jenny.